addition to the mails not being as strong, as well as the shield not being as strong as we get started here. Other things to note in... Wow, that's actually a great start. Other things to note here in hard difficulty. We are only able to have max 14 hearts, and we're already getting our map check. Jeez. 5-6, Skull Woods, and Ice Palace. Green Pendant at Pod again. Tower and Red Pendant at Desert. And a lot of money. Alright, so he's being kind of nice to him to start off. But just money here.
Yeah, at least being able to shake Hype Cave straight away.
So, yes, getting back to what I was saying. In hard mode, we will have a total of 14 hearts. Majority of those lost are heart containers. And that is our max of HP in this mode. And potions will only heal you for half your magic meter and 7 of those 14 heart containers. And the cape drains double magic. There is no half magic in the pool whatsoever. The cane has lost its invincibility. The boomerang has lost its stun potential. And the silver arrows only work in Ganon's room.
And there goes one cane.
Yep, just cane of Samaria found by both. Yeah, that is actually a weapon. Alright. Ding need to start us off here.
Oh, there's some magic.
Yeah.
Not say no to that right now.
Yeah, we're not gonna say no to magic because that's the only way to reliably fill our magic meter here to full is with the full decanters.
Oh, and there's a mirror again.
Wow, early mirror in both of the seeds these two have ran in this back-to-back race.
Yeah. That mirror is probably not going to trigger any sort of PTSD whatsoever from that seed.
Well, that was still nice to have. But the lane taking the time to actually fire up some extra magic, you can see the difference right now in the magic meters. So, a little bit of a fun fact regarding the silver arrows here. Doing Master Sword Silverless is, or any Silverless fight is technically a glitch. In, Swordless, however, because of the way we fight Ganon, it's not so much a glitch as it is a necessity to have the silver arrows.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So, you will find the silver arrows in all Swordless difficulties that the Randomizer can offer. Even insane.
And, yeah, the silver arrows can be pretty rough to find. It's basically like the ice rod, but it can be absolutely anywhere.
Yeah. And really, the silver arrows might as well be required for this, because even if you're confident in Silverless strat, that's good luck hitting a 2-frame window on the Silverless hitbox for Ganon with the hammer.
Yeah, I would imagine both are runners.
24 times.
For silvers.
Yeah, 24 times no less on those 2-frame windows as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've only seen that being done once, and that took quite a while.
Yeah. So we've seen both runners now grinding bombs here.
Yeah, also getting some magic from this as well, so that's pretty good.
Lane's gonna use the cape aim here to check the big key chest. And here's the thing, even if our runners have trouble finding the silver arrows, Ganon will at least give us a rough location of where to search.
Yeah, if it comes to that, you are basically at Ganon before you have the silvers, then that could definitely be something we see the runners do instead of just searching, especially if we're in like in an early go mode as well.
Yeah. Of course, this is a race. You don't exactly want to do it in a race setting. The silverless strats with swordless. I will agree to that. That seems like it'd be a significant time investment.
But that was a nice try to skip there for Qirn. Unfortunately, fall into the pit instead, and Thalane is going into Village of Outcast straight away.
And that's
what rupees. That would have been our first sword.
Yep. So in Swordless, any and all sword locations are turned into green piles of 20 rupees. We have one crystal in, or one pendant in the light world as we find our hammer. That is important. That is super important. That is basically our primary weapon in this seed.
Yeah, hammer, I would say, is the one item you will always be on the lookout for in Swordless, and hey, we would have had Master Sword at this point.
Yeah. So something I don't, not 100% sure about, but if you get to your max level, because we provide you all the upgrades in the item pool, the 4th upgrade for the sword, if this was not Swordless, would turn into a red 20 rupee. I don't know how that interaction works with the Swordless when they're already green 20 rupees to begin with. I want to say it doesn't happen at all, but it really doesn't matter either way.
There's the bow, nice. And at the same time, Qirn put himself in a difficult position there. He only had 1 heart left, and he could not mirror or take a death ward because it would take him all the way back to the left side of Skullwoods again. Got a clutch heart though from killing one of the Moldarms, so was able to just fall into the pit instead. But hammer and bow ready.
Yeah, we got.
Definitely seems like there might be a pod death in the future here.
I can see that, yeah.
Hey, tempered sword, nice.
We've already found 3 of our swords that would have been swords if this was not Swordless.
I bet they wish this was the first seed.
First seed, yeah, probably. With the sword logic there, that would have been nice. Although, the first seed was a little bit nicer in that they gave him some extra health to work with for inverted mode. They're still on 3 hearts, they're still on green mail.
Yeah, that's true.
So, they would be more or less glass cannons in this second seed, if this second seed's logic was in the first one.
I mean, to be fair, they have they basically have the tempered sword with the hammer anyways, right?
Yeah. Hammer does deal tempered damage to most enemies. It's not required to use the medallions, however. All you need to do is stand on them.
Yeah, that confused me for a long time. First couple of times I played Swordless. Basically until I was forced to do it, because it's well, it's an interesting detail to put in for
sure. That's a good question. Then there's I want to say it is possible, but good luck actually pulling it off. That is way too high skill for my tastes.
Yeah, it's not impossible, but you would not need to see that happen in the sea, that's for sure.
Yeah, if insane difficulty does force green mail 3 hearts Ganon as the fight. And if you played with swords, it would have been forced Master Sword Silverless. So there was a difficulty, but that does that, but it's, well, it's kind of insane. And we're not playing the common randomizer, are we? We're not gonna find that spring ball at any point. That was, of course, a joke, kid. Green text and the link face are a dead giveaway to that.
Yeah, once again we got that green hint, which is a reference to it being a joke hint here in Fuse Town. This time around, our runners is not going to have to leave behind that big chest at the very least, which probably is guaranteed to mean that it's just a small key or something in it, because that's how the randomizer likes to work.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing the enemies cleared out of this room. This is something that can trip up a couple of the newer runners. You might think you have to let that rock in order to get to the back half of this dungeon, but you can kill all the enemies and just take the side path. Which you normally only see if you're going to the big chest anyway.
And Qirn is gonna have to be real careful here. Okay, get off through the hellway. It's still only on one heart.
Hey, do you notice what thalane doesn't have?
Well, lots of things. Anything in particular you're thinking about?
Look at his key count.
Yeah.
Small
Yeah,
keys
that's
locked
small
in the big,
key in the
small
big
keys
chest.
locked.
Of
So
course
if this wasn't swordless, that would tell you that this dungeon was hammer locked, which is kind of actually a little bit important if you have to. If you're thinking the hammer might be on Pyramid Ferry, if this was a 5-6. Ooh, buzzed by the buzz. Qirn taking the death.
That's unfortunate. It's gonna head back in now. Oh, and Thalane is gonna have to be real careful here too. Going with some pulse buffering here. Never underestimate the power of pulse buffering.
But he gets shot.
And that's gonna be a rough fight going back.
That is a severely rough fight. He's gonna go for it though.
Yeah. The Canis Moria does still have like half of his magic left, so might not have to do the hammer strats at the very least. And if you really want to, you could even go all the way to the back and grab the maiden once again and go back up to get the fight from the beginning, but I'll doubtful see that happening.
Yeah. That's a lot of time investment to just set up the scripted fighting in, which it's going to be next to impossible to get on Swordless anyway.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, takes a fireball hit, so it's going to have to be careful here. You'd rather get hit by the fireballs right now than Blind himself. The fireball does 1 heart of damage, and Blind, yeah.
That laser does 2. Ouch.
Deciding to skip this for now, and
well, look at yeah, it makes sense. Look at his magic. He doesn't have enough, I think, to defeat Blind, unless he was absolutely perfect, and even then, probably doesn't even have enough.
Yeah, and doing 3 hearts with no script and with hammer, that's not very fun as well. He's gonna go for the fight again, it looks like, because they're heading up into Skullwoods, so might grab that some magic in here. Also did not check all of the chests here in Skullwoods. None of the remaining chests in here has any items, though. They're locked by the fire rod.
Yeah.
Qirn trying to pick up that rock and then quickly realizing, right, no gloves equals no picking up rocks.
Yeah, I expect to see a pod play though at some point. It feels like that's the play right now.
It would make a lot of sense for sure. And looks like Thalane is gonna go for that.
So what do you think we're gonna find next for our progression? We still need the gloves and at least the moon pearl. Or yeah, gloves. Yeah, we need gloves and moon pearl, ideally.
Yeah, unless we're gonna have another Aga seed, but I think they had enough of that already for today.
All right.
Qirn is now in the fight here. He's starting to do the hammer fight, and really good job so far. Oh, did take a hit there though. Switching to the King of Samaria, it's gonna have to be super careful now.
Second is down.
Your face is done, yeah.
Oh, he got
might as
cornered.
well.
He got cornered. There was no way out of that. I don't think even a pause buffer would have saved him there. Because he had maybe like a frame to react to that fireball, if not two.
I'm gonna do a second try here as well. Does have a lot of magic left, seeing as they went with the hammer strats at the beginning of that fight.
Yeah. And we're gonna go ahead and see what Palace of Darkness has for us in the meantime here with Kiki the Monkey in tow. There's not really much left, though. They can get the hint at the swamp, but that's about it.
Ooh, taking an early hit here. And switching, yeah. As soon as you're one hit away, makes sense that you want to be as far away from blind as possible.
Yeah, just get a lot of room to navigate for those items.
Ah, another death.
Yeah,
but it's not bow lock straight away.
Well, we have the bow anyways, doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I know. It's just interesting that they got the bow and still they could just go in anyways.
And yeah, this is something that what Qirn is doing is something that sometimes Inverted wants you to do, is fight blind with this sort of like low percent and setup. It's not fun, but if you can get it done, it's actually quite a thrill to pull through.
Yeah, if blind has something required, sticking it through could definitely be worth it here. But if they take too many deaths, there might be a reason to just go and try something else for a while. Maybe you get some form of safeties or a little bit more health at least in like Palace of Darkness or something. Oh, this is... Oh no, that was really close.
A unique item is Hell with a Grumpy Fish. Now, this is that is kind of strange. Kind of strange. Because we have that hint that says with a grumpy fish. We also have a hint that says with the fishies. Both those hints mean either catfish or Zora. And I don't know why we have two hints, two differently worded hints that lead to the same two locations.
Yeah. Yeah, the hint system is still very new, so we might see some additions and updates with the next version, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So Qirn did decide to not give it another shot. It ran out of magic as well. Same problem as Thalane had. So the bombs there in Pyramid, so he's gonna head over to Pod as well. And if there's nothing in Pod, then we're really actually bottlenecked into doing blind.
Oh boy. Let there be something for our runners, please, here. Game. Be nice.
Yeah, this is like, well, there's Ether, yes! Is that Gomo? No, wait, that was Lassie.
It's almost at the sea was starting. Alright. We aren't going to be seeing thalane for a little bit. Let's find a Smolky, though. And the compass. And there's still a couple of things left in logic here, one of which is the Harmless Hellway.
Yeah, well, that's about it, I guess, because we don't have the lamps to put anything else in logic.
And that just has the map, so Uh-oh.
Yeah. I mean, there could always be like lamp on blind, so the progression could still be here in the dark rooms.
Yeah. If we can find a way to sequence pass it around blind, then we're fine. So let's hope there's something in this dark maze.
Yeah. This dark maze is no joke. 3 hearts and no swords as well.
Alright, we got an item there.
Something there. Was that a big key, maybe?
Maybe.
It's gonna have to be really careful here now. Ooh, nice. Got that kill.
Yeah, those Kudangos in the dark could be a thing.
Ooh, heart piece. If we could only get 3 more heart pieces, it would actually make that blind fight a little bit less tricky.
Oh no.
Yeah,
so you know what? So you know what this is telling me?
Do blind with 3 hearts.
It's doing blind with 3 hearts because he has a glove, and Catfish more than likely has the lamp. That's what it's telling me.
Yeah, well, this should have something at the very least, some form of progression. And that bug net that they picked up though won't really help them right now, but it's gonna be helpful in the future, seeing as this is Swordless. That's a second item you can use against Agahnim if you don't want to use the hammer. Kind of goes from runner to runner. I would say, me personally, the bug net is a lot more nicer to use than the hammer, but
yeah, unfortunately in hard mode that's pretty much all it is used for, because you can't capture fairies. You can still grab them off the ground, but you can't use them. Also, the powder's been nerfed as well to not even produce fairies from anti-fairies. You just get hearts.
Yeah. Farming of magic here before the blind fight makes sense.
I spent a lot of squish squids here from Ultros.
Yeah, this is not a fun situation to be in.
Yeah, this is kind of a bad situation to be in general. But that's the price of inverted. It sometimes wants you to do these brutal things like 3 heart green male blind. Which, if this wasn't Swordless, would be no issue, I might add, because we've found 3 different potential sword locations here in this opening.
Yeah, like that difference doing it Swordless and not is pretty huge. So Qirn now knows that blind should be in logic, or should be the only thing in logic, but we'll still check the rest of the items here for sure.
Yeah.
But it's not really gonna help them on that blind fight. So probably gonna see them farm up some magic as well.
Alright, so this is gonna be a little bit of a slog here. Thalane's gonna be our first runner to attempt blind yet again, after finding out what we know.
Yeah, one way or another, blind has to go down. Getting a nice double hit there, but also taking a hit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the first 2 phases.
Set up pretty well.
We got this. One more hit should do it. Blind is down. That was an excellent fight. And
well played. Oh, the lamp instead. Okay.
Lamp. Okay, so now Helmasaur's in logic.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Time to do next boss fight with 3 hearts. Swordless.
Yeah, at least the hammer makes the fight a little bit easier, but only a little bit.
Yeah, you have the bow, so you don't really need to do the second phase with the hammer.
Yeah, and unfortunately, even if we had silver arrows to one-shot Helmsir King, those are not allowed to be used unless you're in Ganon's room. That is how Swordless works. Or, that's how hard mode works, rather.
Yeah. If we want to keep doing bosses with 3 hearts, I guess the next thing to find now would be the gloves, so we can go up and do Aga with 3 hearts too, right?
Yeah, I'm expecting at this point. So while we got a little bit of time here between as Thalane walks back to pod, we did change our trackers between Game 1 and Game 2, so now Magic Jade 47 is behind the scenes keeping those items up to date for you, so shout outs to them for pitching in and helping us out here on this back-to-back race for you.
See Qirn doing the bomb jump here. Has the setup correctly, I believe. Yeah. Nope. I thought that was it. So it looks like Qirn is gonna decide and go and be blind instead. It's the right call, and it's gonna make that dark rooms here in pod easier when they come back.
Yeah. Those Kadangos are just nasty in the dark. Shooting the singular arrow that is needed to open up the boss.
Yeah, has plenty of arrows left for the boss fight itself.
Now here's the thing. We may not get the Moon Pearl at all.
Yeah, like at this point, it's should not even be possible to be Moon Pearl here, because that would not really unlock anything.
No, but it does potentially mean that our Moon Pearl could be. Actually, our Moon Pearl could be here in its own way. This is Green Pendant. It could be on Sarhasvala. That is in logic for the bunny.
Yeah, but we don't have a way to get to Sashra without killing Aga.
That is true, and that's what I'm getting at. Is this is more than likely the gloves that we're going to be getting here.
Yeah, it should be. It's definitely some form of progression, that's for sure. And gloves seems to be the most likely one.
Yeah, gloves is the absolute.
A few chests. Yeah, would open up a few chests up on Death Mountain, open up Catfish, open up Killing Aga as well, and do some things in the light mode too. Ooh, takes a hit there. Gonna have to be really careful now. We're entering one hit KO mode for thalane. And come on. Oof, that was such
almost got cornered there.
Yeah.
Great fight though, great fight. Helmsir King down.
And there's the gloves. Yeah.
That was pretty obvious what that one was. So now there's Death Mountain access, which means they have Aga access, and you're probably like, oh, well, Aga can't be in logic. They can't cut the curtain. The curtain has been removed for us here in Swordless. Same applies to the vines that block the way to Mothula in Skull Woods. That is something we actually forgot to cover.
Mm-hmm. Qirn doing a really good job so far here. His blind fight.
Yeah, doing a
One
really
more
good job
phase
here.
to go through.
Ooh. Sitting at the block.
Ooh, that was close. Come on, one more hit. There we go. Nicely done.
Yeah, he got the heads to go in the same. Yeah, he got the heads to go in the same direction, which overall helped him out because he didn't have to worry about fireballs coming from 2 different directions and can easily dodge.
Mm-hmm. And we see we're gonna see a Catfish shake coming up here. makes a lot of sense. Have all the possible information before going up that mountain.
Yeah, and one could argue you could save this for Zora checks, but we don't really have the flippers to put those in logic.
Yeah, at this point, like, if one would do so, it would be a pretty long walk back if this is like the progression needed, like the Moon Road or something.
Yep. Thalane using his newfound gloves from Helmsler King to go ahead and check catfish.
So what was that hint about the grumpy fish?
Unique item.
Unique item. Okay, so if it's not here, then we know Sora is gonna have it.
Yeah, and our unique item might be the boots. It might be the Moon Pearl. It's probably the Moon Pearl. No, it's the Titans.
That's really good to have before heading up the mountain, because makes it possible to check things in the light world.
Yeah. And Grumpy Fish is catfish, and as far as I'm concerned, so yeah, that's our unique item. Whether or not King Zora has another unique item to make it so that we never will know is yet to be determined, but every time I've seen the Grumpy Fish hint, it's usually been catfish.
So, Qirn has a little bit further to go at the moment, but they seem to be on a pretty linear path at the moment, which inverted tends to do quite often in their game.
Yeah, this has been fairly linear. Go fight Blind, go fight the Helmsler King, go check your catfish. And then go up the mountain. Because, with this, Floating Island is in logic.
And this would have been like a textbook example of when sticking the fight out against Blind would really have paid off, because you would have been able to do the pod in one single sweep.
Oh geez, what is that bunny sprite on the lane?
I'm not sure what this is.
I recognize it as a monster, I think, from Final Fantasy VI, but I don't remember its name.
Yeah, I've never played any of the Final Fantasy games.
People are saying it's Typhoon.
Nothing here in Spectacle Rock. Let's see if the hint is something useful. Nope. Bet you when I get some help right now, I would be willing to say that, yeah, they kind of do.
Yeah. I'm gonna add this right here. I have played Final Fantasy 3/6. I have never finished Final Fantasy 3/6. I never got to the World of Ruin. I probably should, though. Put it on the short list. Anyways, the lane looks to be heading towards the Lynels. Now, this is the thing here. The Lynel's contact damage will instantly kill him, but a fireball shot will deal 2 hearts.
Yeah, so we'll probably see him try and damage boost her way through that, like he did. Nicely done. Qirn is going into this fight with 2 hearts. Had only 1 heart, but managed to get a heart from one of the turtles. But 1 extra heart doesn't really matter too much, because Helmsler will deal 2 hearts of damage, so it's gonna have to be super careful here.
There's some rupees there And Super Bunny. Oh,
Ooh, this
stand
is
still, stand still.
scary. This is scary.
Oh, I think he's got.
Oh my god. No,
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Yeah, he got cornered there pretty hard. There was next to no, there was little to no chance he could escape that. Because even if he managed to escape the tail, one of the fireballs exploding might have tagged him.
Yeah, it looked like it. You ever see the next level strats using that money to buy some hearts? Because we're about to enter the light world and no way to defend yourself. You don't want to have like one heart going into the minimal terms.
Yeah, now we can see more Typhoon.
Yeah. There's where buying those hearts definitely paid off.
Yeah.
Let's see what's on Floating Island. It's very much in logic. You need to watch out for these dead rocks.
It's a bottle.
Hey, so
it's a bottle with a B in it at least.
So we have
it's
I do believe you can use I do believe you can use the bottles as a bunny actually. But yeah, in terms of logic, Aga is the only thing we have left. We'll be checking Laser Bridge first.
Yeah, we could still. Oh, actually, wait. There's still a couple items in Turtle Rock we can check.
Oh yeah, right, because we have the cane. My bad.
Yeah, and there's some flippers as well. What's the min health needed for Trinex? 3 hearts, because you can't go below 3 hearts. And really, in a perfect fight, you would not get hit. People ask me the hardest questions today. I come from the casual audience. I don't know most of the high-level strats here. I just have a lot of base information.
No. Not a death there for Qirn.
Ooh, that's not bad.
This is not an option. We'll have to go back again.
Yeah, a lot of things can instantly kill thalane here. And unlike last time, he has no easy way to Pokubokus.
Yeah. Well, going backwards, this way you don't really use a lot of the keys going backwards like this, so you can kind of skip killing them.
Yeah, there's only one that you can't skip killing. And it's this one right here.
Well, he has small keys, so you can just ignore it. And if he ever needs to go to Trinex, he can just go straight to Laser Bridge.
Yeah, but he still needs those 2 keys to get to the top half of the dungeon. He needs to check the highest floor. And thalane is actually going to use his cane here to break up the Hokoboku. As you can see, the Hokoboku is pretty fast.
Yeah, I don't know. I disagree with this decision of thalane, because you get 4 keys in total. It's fairly likely you won't really need this one. Oh, we'll take the death though. That's
Yeah, those anti-whip parries got really out of sync there. Which happens sometimes if they bounce around. Oh, similar situation here. Oh, but Qirn takes a death. That's the second time in a row he got cornered by Trinex, or not Trinex, Helmets or anything like that.
Yeah, it's rough, especially when you only have like you don't really have any room for mistakes at this point.
Yeah. It's really bad movement patterns he's getting. And yeah, if there's a few rooms in the game where invincibility is required, the cane and the cape work as normal. But if you're trying to use them for safety purposes, they have their hard mode nerfs applied to them.
Ooh, that was close for the Pokey to ricochet one of their puffs on the lane there.
Yeah. Lane is taking a really safe approach here, and it's also sealed off the bubbles so they can't come back down this way.
There, we got the kill though.
Yeah,
that was basically like a boss kill.
Yeah. And all for the compass, which is not important at all. Now, with the Helmets right here, it's something important to note about the fireball, the triple fireball shot, is that it'll first fire just slightly in front of him, then split into the triangle shape, and then it'll always, all three of the triangles will always split in diagonal directions.
Oh, then the next enemy to face is, of course, the super.
So if Qirn stands right here and Ozerkin doesn't fire another shot, he's perfectly safe. But that tail's wagging back and forth. He might be trying to get ready for another attack.
Oh, come on, Qirn.
Oh!
Take a hit here. Oh, please, please, please. Don't die here.
Bad positioning for the fireballs.
Oh, okay. You should have this. I just need to get the last shots in. There we go. GG's, Qirn.
Whew! That was really close.
Yeah, it really was.
And while we were watching that, thalane is done with his dive of Turtle Rock. Comes up empty-handed, so now it is time to go up to fight Aga 1.
And then we can search for the moon pearl again.
Well, here's the thing.
How about that?
Well, this time it's different. This time we have the green pendant going in. We could have it on Sahasrara. And going to 3 heart and going to Eastern is actually quite difficult.
Yeah, with 3 hearts, for sure. We also have the bottle vendor, we have Sick Kid, the smith and the purple chest, and the hammer pegs.
Yeah. Normally it wouldn't be that bad, but we're dealing with the hard mode Light World because we defeated Aga 1. There's a lot of red guards in between you and Eastern Palace on the way.
Yeah.
Just in the Eastern area alone.
Yeah, and they'll do 1 heart of damage each, so it's no joke whatsoever, for sure. We also have the Mire Shed open to us, And well, if we get boots or hookshot, potentially even everything inside of Mire.
We have another question in chat. Can Pearl be on Saswa? Yes. Any NPC, the bunny can talk to NPCs. That is accounted for in the logic. So it could also be at Bottle Merchant. It could be anywhere that the bunny can just walk up and pick up the item. It cannot be in a place that where you have to fall down with the bunny, though. Or do any sort of super bunny shenanigans.
Yeah. And half a heart here in... Yeah, gonna have to be real careful here now. Going up the Aghanim's tower. Both seems like a pretty safe strategy here. Ooh, those
Flashes of the shot types.
Yeah, that's the... That was a really hype fight, actually.
Yeah, but now he's only got 3 arrows to deal with the other 2 pairs of red guards. This is not easy. And he missed the shot and aggroes both the guards. Oh no.
Yeah. You cannot use your medallion in here because of it being swordless.
Gonna use the hammer here. Just whack him from a distance.
Yeah. And like, it's far from over yet. Remember, we still need to beat Aga, and Aga with a hammer or bugnet, depending on what you shoot, is definitely trickier than the normal one. So you want to have as much health as possible going in there.
And Qirn is a little bit tilted, I feel, because look what he did not grab. He didn't go to catfish after getting the gloves.
Oh no.
Despite
Well,
the hint.
that's definitely gonna push them into doing Aga though, which seems to be the correct play at the moment.
Yeah, there wasn't much in the light world as well as Turtle Rock for us to grab.
So curtains already cut, as this being swordless, so the runners won't even have to guess which one is the correct one today. How many blue balls will we see today? I did say last seed I was saving the high count for this one, so let's go with like, I don't know, 8 or so.
0.
That seems a lot more kinder, and I kind of hope for that.
Well, 0 because they've been through enough already.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, nope. Dagger's gonna throw at least one of them at us.
Yeah, Thalane seems to definitely have the timing in there with the bugnet. There's the second blue ball.
It's either 2
Right,
or
they
3
can
now.
have 2 or 3, yeah.
And it's
That
2.
That, I would say that's a pretty fair blue ball count.
Yeah, agreed. And now is the hard part.
Just like last time, we're not gonna see the going into the what's it called, the castle straight away and sequence breaking that from Thalane. I'm just gonna head over to the town and get all of the items that's in logic there instead.
Yeah, this makes sense to me, and then afterwards he can start at Link's house, use the Aga 1 portal to set up a
Oh, 4 hearts. Well, now we're talking.
yeah. They will probably use his position at Link's house to warp to Light World, and then go over to Sahaswala that way, saving a little bit of health and not having to worry about the red guards at the castle itself.
So we're heading over to see what Sickit has. It looks like Qirn decided to go and check Catfish after all before heading into Aga.
Well, unfortunately, Sickit only has a 20 rupee for us.
Yeah, so that's not the answer as well. Equipping the mirror, probably to check the smith here and, well, all the other things surrounding it. So if they do the smith into purple chest, that would kind of leave them at the area of desert. So might go to Meyer before heading over to Eastern then.
I'm getting deja vu here.
Yeah, it definitely feels a little bit like it.
We could have a scene, we could have the second time in a row our Moon Pearl progression in Misery Mire.
You mean Ice Palace?
Well, Mire first, then Ice Palace.
Okay, yeah.
We don't have a way to get into Ice Palace right now.
Yeah, Chad, if you wanna call where the Moon Pearl is gonna be. How long would we have to go this time to get it?
Well, good to know that it's boots required this seed. Because it looks like our hookshot was at library. Just saw race.
Yeah, and Qirn picked up the smith as well, but then Satan quit up to the mountain because they realized, wait, they don't have a way to turn in the mushroom or turn in the smith actually because of no Moon Pearl yet.
Yeah, and our Moon Pearl is still going to be MIA for quite a while, it seems. It could be in this purple chest. I've seen it
Could
there.
be, yeah.
Well, I've personally seen it there. It was the last location, and it kind of surprised me that it was there, of all places. But it's possible.
Oh, and that was some nice pulse buffering for Qirn to avoid taking damage from that fireball. We'll see how far into Turtle Qirn decides to go, because there is still the possibility of there's something being in there.
Yeah, I don't think we saw everything.
Oh, there's the boots! Okay! Oh, and dashing because you were in Super Bunny state, but then bonking and then leaving Super Bunny state. So, if Meyer is Ether, then we could full clear Meyer. With 4 hearts, Swordless. Yay!
And
oh,
there's
a
our...
flute.
Oh.
Not really needed for anything, but
yeah,
could be nice to pick up anyways. Oh, and it's Bombos to get into Myers. I guess Bombos is gonna be Myers shed, of course, then.
Watch it happen.
Ooh,
wait!
Fire Run.
Wait! That's the exact
Yeah.
same location the fire order was in last seed!
That is exactly the same location. That's interesting.
And it's the exact same progression unlock, too!
Yeah, it's... what are the odds for that happening 2 times in a row?
Considering that we are using different variations, that's astronomically high.
So we go into Skullwoods then and beat the next boss.
And just so we're not pulling the wool over everyone's eyes, I do want to remind you folks that for those who are tuning in to just the second race, even though the fire was in the same location, as Qirn gets hit by a Hokoboku body part, the crystals are distributed differently here. There are a few similarities, but to the seed, but not a lot. And as a reminder to anyone whose guesses otherwise, our 5-6 last seed was Skullwoods and Thievestown. Today it's Skullwoods and Ice.
So checking this chest first. It's just a small key, so the last item is on Moth Thalane indeed. 4 hearts, green mail, hammer, fight. You can use the fire rod as well, but you don't have really enough magic if you even miss a single shot. And even then, yeah, we're gonna use some magic going over there. So it's basically gonna be a 4 heart green mail hammer fight. If
yeah, pretty much.
Put 4 hearts, that is. We're only at 2 at the moment. We can get 1 more here. Oh, but we lost it straight away. So 2 hearts. That's. Oof. Yeah, that's a
tall order.
Yeah, for sure. 1 hit by Moth or 2 by the spikes is enough to be lethal at this point. Go with the beast trap. That's. It's dangerous with the bee, just pushing Moth line. A little bit of unpredictable pattern.
Yeah, it's the spikes you have to worry about though, not so much the mob. There he goes, Thalane.
Yeah. No magic. So I'm gonna need to farm a little bit of magic before doing the torture room again.
Well, there is enough magic decanters on the way.
Yeah, that's true. And they do have the lamp to reserve some magic as well.
Yeah. There's 2 decanters in each corner of this first room. And there's 2 magic decanters, obviously, in front of one of the torches here in this room. So if Thalane really nope. That's sword mentality you're thinking of me. You can't use ether on the Gibdos.
Oh, there's a full magic, but we can't get to it. Oh,
that's the worst case of, but I want it ever.
Yeah, this seed has some humor, that's for sure. This fire rod, by the way, do more things in Turtle Rock.
It does, yeah. It also will make any of the Hokoboku fights easier.
For sure. So
right,
Qirn taking a few deaths here as well, and looks like he's doing the same as Blaine and just leaving it for now.
Blaine waiting for his chance to strike.
Yeah, patience is key in right now. That's a nice hit, that's another one, and that's a third one. Really well done. And as a reward, we now have 5 hearts, okay.
Yeah. That was... I think also our second prize there on the boss. At least it was different this time. But it's looking like Ice Pals once again is our progression.
Yeah, it could be. This time around, we're at the very least we'll have Hammer going in there. But then again, 5 hearts green mail hammer fight against Coaster. Yeah, it's not the most fun one, but it's kind of what this game mode is requiring of us right now, anyways. Can't really be too picky about safeties and stuff like that since it's hard mode, but you kind of want it to be a little bit more kind than this.
Yeah.
Don't get much worse than this.
And as a general reminder, anyone who's wondering how is this even hard mode, keep in mind we only have a maximum HP total of 14 hearts, and we don't get pretty much any of the safeties that we would rely on in normal. The only one we really get is the cave, and even then, that's been nerfed to drain double the magic.
Qirn is having a really intensive time here taking care of this pokey. See some bomb strats here.
Yeah, getting rid of these pain gators with bombs is probably the easiest thing to do.
Getting some bombs back from it as well.
Yep. Yeah, that Hokuboku is gotten away from Qirn, but is finally down.
Nice.
And the sad part is Qirn is probably going to rage a little bit once he realizes that all that effort were just a compass.
Yeah. Might be able to see, has 0 keys. That's interesting.
He might have skipped laser ridge and went straight from the middle section.
Could be, yeah.
Some cash is near your uncle. So near your uncle means that it's in the secret passage. So we can ignore that chest and just check uncle when we get to our moon pearl, rather.
There's a small key in Shane Trump room, so we get to kill another. This one is gonna be at the very least a little bit more predictable pattern.
You say that, but it gets faster and faster every time it loses a part.
Yeah, at the very least you don't have like all the other enemies to think about. Oh no, it takes a hit.
Yeah. It also bounces a little further too, so it can catch you off guard. There's also the fact that Qirn could die instantly if he's not paying attention.
Yeah, like the Pokés deal 4 hearts of damage, I believe, if you're in green mail.
I meant just entering the dungeon, considering where his start location was.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. There's a big key. Oh, that's our last bomb, though.
That is our last bomb, but it's all we need.
Well, we don't have the hook shot to get over to the right side.
No, but we can at least check Ice Tea Room. And we've already found 2 items here in Ice Palace.
Mm-hmm. So I believe it would have been possible to sequence break the hookshot before going here, but we know that it's not really required by logic, but it would definitely have been helpful, I believe.
Alright,
now,
so...
Yeah, now we have to go to Coaster. We can't really go to the right side. We can do it after Coaster.
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
Farm up some hearts here. Makes sense. You want to have as much hearts as possible going into this fight.
And meanwhile, we're seeing a paradox check.
yeah, getting some more of those sequence breaks, and we see that Lane did decide to use mirror and then go to the right side before going to closer instead.
Yeah, this I feel is a smarter play overall.
Oh, look at all those hearts Qirn just got.
Yeah, very nicely.
That's actually, yeah, it's actually pretty hyper at the moment.
Yeah, heart containers in general are just really rare in this mode. We've taken out, I think to make it so that we have 14 hearts, we took out 5 of the 10 heart containers, and only 4 of the heart pieces in hard mode. So there's only 5 heart containers and 20 heart pieces in the pool. No, I'm doing my math wrong. There's
Oh no! Missed the setup for the one-shot kill here, and with no bombs left in, so might see some restocking. No, just gonna head in. You have a shop right next here. Oh, stay in quick. Just buy a blue potion and get 10 new bombs. We're gonna give it another shot.
yeah. And props to thalane for having the tenacity to stick to this dungeon. I probably would have snoped out and said, alright, well, I'll go to Turtle Rock, check those items, and if I don't find anything, I'll just go get some bombs and come back here. Which is also a reasonable play, if you think about it. But he's committed to his Ice Palace play.
Yeah, we saw earlier in the seed where just commitment and staying behind it, just keep going, would have paid off. This could be another example of that. Well, there's one bomb here, gonna make it count. Nice, got it done, but only 1 heart. Same goes here now. Got 1 shot to do this. There we go.
Very nicely you recovered there. No bombs left for the hammer jump though. But it's fine at this stage. Because Lane can just ignore the hammer jump and just use the key block at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Qirn is back to face his nemesis.
Yeah, the Hokuboku.
But this time around, don't really need to do it. You have the keys, Qirn. You can just pass through here. You would only spend 1 key by going through here and still have 1 key left for try next if that becomes a thing. Gets it done though.
Yep. Probably just wants to make sure that this key isn't misused. And we're done. Here. No, I stand corrected. We have the hammer this time.
Yeah, this time around it's a little bit differently. There's the big key. Okay, so we can check what's in the big chest of Turtle Rock. What if that's the improv and Agah's never required? I think, no, there's too many small keys at Laser Bridge. I think you probably did need to do that.
That's the 3rd item. And it's a single arrow. The Moon Pearl's not an Ice Palace this time.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. was
Yeah,
keeping
didn't
track.
keep count of how many items he got.
We found 3 bombs. We found 20 rupees in the big chest, and we found the single arrow.
So we have green pendant left. We have the fire bar room in Turtle Rock and the big chest in Turtle Rock. I'm trying to think if we have anything else we can check at the moment. So
Pyramid
big
Fairy.
chest coming up.
Someone in the chat is right. Pyramid Fairy could have it, and
Shovel, which we do need to move for us to check.
yep. So that can't be it.
Yikes, these seats are very unforgiving.
Oh wait, someone in chat is right. Ice Palace was never in Logic. Those slippers were on Laser Bridge. Are they not?
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. So it has to be in the fiber room now. Oh, it gets one shot straight away.
Ouch.
Probably see a save and quit here and head up to the mountain. So Qirn is so close then to progression, but needs to go grab that fire rod first. And still needs to beat Aga before that's a thing. Because Qirn has been sequence breaking and going for Turtle Rock, but it's not really paid off.
Yeah, and even then, Turtle Rock might not be the answer because we still have the green pin to turn in.
Yeah, we still have that.
But regardless, it is looking like the seed was Aga required. I think we can pretty much confirm it at this point.
Yeah, that should be guaranteed at this point. One Qirn's setting up another sequence break here. Is there anything that they could get that would help them out of this mess and not do Aga? I can't think of anything, really.
One chest and hook shot shape they can get.
Oh yeah, I was thinking more for Qirn's sake.
No, there's nothing. This is Aga required. There's
Yeah, I can see it as well.
there's no way around it.
Oh, that was a good thing. Thalane did not jump in there because that would have been unfortunate. Oh, there's bombos. So that will give Qirn the opportunity to full clear Meyer whenever they go grab that fire rod at the very least.
Yeah, and this is gonna be your purchase for Thalane.
That bombos, like that could, if Qirn is gonna continue sequence breaking, could make it so that Qirn goes into Ice Palace. And I believe we might see the sequence break that Qirn is setting up now. I believe that they're going for the Hera play. Because they have still not picked up that item from Floating Island, the bottle. And with the setup that Qirn did here to store it like a Super Bunny, when they pick up that bottle, as long as they don't take any damage on the way, which is pretty hard to get around. But if they do it, then they could potentially use the hammer and get all the way to Hera.
Here's the thing: if Qirn takes any damage, he's just dead because he's at half an heart. Pause buffering here to get past the mini mold arms. Unfortunately, they are not playing nice. They are goalkeeping this exit. One of them is giving him a good pattern.
Yeah, getting past one of them here.
Changing up, unfortunately, eating the block.
And there we go through all of them, but now we have Dead Rocks to worry about.
Yeah, Dead Rocks, they at least stop the room briefly, but they can either choose to go up and down or left and right whenever they
Okay, so Qirn made it to this point. This was the hardest point of getting over here, but it's still not over yet. Still one shot away from dying here. Okay, I believe they made it, so they're gonna be able to shake Tower of Hera and even full clear.
Yeah, and Thalane's gonna take a quick detour here to check the front of Turtle Rock to read the hint. And Big Bomb is absolutely worthless. It's just money and money.
Yeah, this time he got to see it before he went to the pyramid, so that's nice.
Yes, I believe that is true.
So here's the moment of truth. Will we have progression here, or is it green pendant? You call that really early.
Well, I speak from experience, to be perfectly honest. I've had it at green pendant before. At least they have a little bit more health to work with than I did, I think. Alright, the lane's not taking any risks right now. Small key.
And there's the Moon Pearl.
Moon Pearl locked behind Fire Rod.
There we go.
Hey, can you even check
Once
this?
again, my shed was the key.
And gets the shovel on his way out. So now we can focus on Lightworld's checks, and we can also get the map here if the lane wants to check it. Doesn't seem to. We know there's one more pendant in the Lightworld that we still haven't checked off. And like before, it's fairly good odds that desert is a crystal.
Yeah. So, Qirn has a lot of ground to make up.
Here we go. Yes.
Eastern is the last pendant.
Which means we need the book this seed. There is no getting around it. Because as a reminder, you folks who have not seen Inverted before, we've been backdooring Turtle Rock, but we can't backdoor Desert Palace anymore because of how the mirror and Dark Lightworld interactions work now. I surmise that Thalane will at least go and get his hook shot, though.
Yeah, that would make sense. With that hook shot, you can even full clear swap if you want to, and route that in together with the South Shore. Yeah.
Besides the quiz, you also get to the castle real quick and go to Kakariko. Just start checking all those items.
Yeah, that's one of the weird things in Inverted. Like, once you get light world access, you have so many checks that you could do. It's really hard to say where you should go first, really. And Qirn is indeed heading over to Ice Palace.
Makes sense because the bomb must be down. We know this is not the right play, though.
Yeah, and I don't think that... Okay, he's just checking the hint, okay. Oh, okay, I think I see what's going on here. There's... Well, I don't think I could explain this very well, but I'll just let Qirn show it instead.
And he is swimming while walking on the water as a super bunny.
Yeah, so effectively skipping Aga. So that's definitely a little bit of time saved back.
Yeah, but we know... Unless Qirn takes this and goes to Misery Mire, he knows that he will have Aga required.
Yeah, Qirn said before the 2 races started today that one of his knowledge or one of his like game tech that he is a little bit more known for is like obscure and odd glitches, and definitely gets to show them off in these 2 races.
Yeah. Uno, thalane. 1 fall and double. And one of our hints in Tower Hero was the guaranteed boot scent.
Yeah, and Qirn did see that hint, so he should know where to grab those boots, and he's soon gonna realize what's in here as well, so he's probably gonna sequence break this as well. This seed might even have the potential for Qirn to, who knows, he could potentially clear this game without the Moon Pearl at this point.
No, he has to get the Moon Pearl at some point. Unless there's some way to do a Super Bunny state to enter the back of Desert Palace.
There is actually.
Really?
Yeah. You only get 1 shot to do it, but it is possible.
Alright, well, it's still fairly unlikely. Alright. Molder being fought now. Let's see what we got here. He's hugging that left side of the pit.
Yeah.
He likes to do that.
This is one of the fights that doesn't change too much. Because quite often you see runners just go with the hammer strats on Molder.
Yeah, I'd argue I'd even argue that it's easier to do hammer strats on him and Swordless.
Yeah. I would tend to agree that I prefer the hammer quite often on the Moldorm fights.
So, Thalane, where are you going? Spiral Cave? Yeah. This makes sense to me. We'll see if he's able to find some more progression here. Actually, looking at what we need... Wow. I'm looking at what we need, and it's literally the silver arrows, ideally, for the silverless strat. so we can do hammer silvers on Ganon. And it's just a book. We're in a similar situation, which we're one item away, one or two items away from go mode. Oh, actually, yeah, we even know the medallion for Mr. Myers' Bombs, and we have that. So yeah, we're just a couple items away, and one of which we know where that is. The hook shot is known. And Qirn uses the poultry to transform into the old man.
Yeah, back in action again. He's living the bunny life.
Yeah, Qirn is just destroying the seed here.
Yeah, this is definitely, let's say, Qirn's speciality.
And Thalane was trying to pull that tree, but sadly that tree is not pullable in the post-Aga Dark Light World, rather. And hey! Qirn gets a new set of clothes. The only set of clothes they will ever find.
Yeah, there is 2 male upgrades, but once you find the first one, the second one will not be able to be obtainable.
Well, it'll still be in the pool, and any hints that are related to it, like on pedestal, will still hint at it. But it will turn to a red 20 rupees upon pickup. I've actually seen someone pull red mail on pedestal, and it just turned to 20 rupees in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, that's pretty hilarious. Qirn is gonna get that fire rod now. Might really put him into the path of ice powers.
Yeah. Sees the flutes there. Just what a seed this is. Just a... We're seeing 2 dynamic ways of playing the seed, completely differently.
Yeah, for sure. It's pretty crazy. Now we're gonna get to see most of Kakariko. Getting some hearts. Not
Okay. Wake medallion found, as well as the second bottle.
Yeah, that's one of the things that does not change in hard mode. You still have access to all 4 of the bottles, although the magic will be nerfed, or the potion themselves will be nerfed.
Yeah.
Qirn is gonna head into what's it called, Mire. It's fully clearable. It's not
Yeah,
logic without the moon pearl, but I think we can safely assume that Qirn doesn't really care too much about that at this point.
Yeah. Qirn doesn't really care about the moon pearl, it seems.
Yeah. Yeah, so when I asked Qirn before the race, I was like, okay, what's your favorite item? It's like, yeah, a bottle of fairies, I can do bunny glitches. It's like, okay, what's your least favorite item? Moon pearl. So, I guess this seed kind of fits pretty well then.
Yeah. And he's playing fairly well with them, but... Well, I don't know how he's gonna get this hookshot without the boots.
If you super bunny into that room, you can use the boots, so you could bonk into it and get the shot.
Okay.
So now Thalane is just a Silver Arrows discovery and a book discovery away from Go Mode.
Okay, and we're back again.
Yeah.
There we
There's the book!
That's a pretty huge find. So we're silvers away then. Could potentially even go mode everything, or just pick up things on the way and then go to Ganon.
Well, we're not in go mode just yet. We are missing the silvers to slay the beast.
Yeah, but you could potentially like semi-go mode every single dungeon. Just pick up the things on the way, and then if you still don't have the silvers, you could always get the hint from Ganon.
Yeah.
With so much not being clear yet though, the hint itself might not be super specific, but if it tells you which dungeon, for example, it's gonna narrow down the search quite a lot.
Yeah, I would go to the Axe Ganon. And real quick, folks, while we have a little bit of a lull here in the action, shout outs to Michael K, who is our reshooter for this, as well as Magic J47, who is our tracker, keeping those items up to date for you.
So if Qirn heads over into Swamp Palace, would find himself in the same situation, basically only needing silvers to beat Ganon.
And Qirn stumbles onto a small key in the big chest. Thalane has to be feeling really good right now.
Yeah, in terms of the routing after getting the moon pearl, for sure. I'd say it's runner to feel super good about the seed so far, because I think most runners would have like a lot of struggle in the beginning, because this was just one of those seeds where you were bound to have some struggles at the very least. It's always like, you always think about like, oh, what if my opponent like nailed some of these fights better than I did? There's been a potential time loss for sure.
Yeah.
We know that he finds himself in a really good position at the moment, but
yeah. So we haven't talked about it much, but this is a menu boss here. It's kind of dull when you're fighting Argus like this. Not much is going on. You're just hookshotting an R-guy. You're switching the hammer. You're hammering the R-guy, and then you're waiting for Colster, or not Colster, Argus to be vulnerable in phase 2.
yeah, you don't really get around that one. Kind of forced to do that.
Red Meringue. So as a reminder, folks, this is, of course, game 2. This is Thalane's 15th game total, and he is currently 12-2 as of the last match today, when he has met game 1 against Qirn in this doubleheader. Here we are now, of course, on game 2. So Thalane is already locked in his group of Group L, but is playing per position. Qirn is fighting to stay alive, because if Thalane wins, Qirn is in a position that he cannot beat Big Dunka in a tie anymore. And as a result, it should lock in Big Dunka as slot number 2 for the bracket.
I believe it would still be possible, but Big Dunk can definitely have everything in their own hands. It would only take a win in Big Dunka's last game to make that impossible.
Yeah. Qirn would need to win all 3 games here. This one here and his last 2. And Dunka would need to lose his game in order for Qirn to overtake Dunka. So, right now, Qirn is trying to win at least 1 game to force a tie. And Vitreous is slowly but surely falling here.
Yeah. See if Qirn decides to try and save some arrows for the last phase. Might be a little... Yeah. Gonna have to choose here if you wanna...
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, gonna have to do at least some hammer attacks now. Can do 6 arrows and then switch to the hammer.
And thalane is blazing a trail through the sea here.
Ooh, took a hit there. Now you're gonna have to be real careful here, Qirn. One more hit should do it. There we go.
Yep. Qirn killing the big eyeball. Alright, Qirn, where are you going next? You and your non-Moon Pearl loving self, where are you going next?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's like we gonna set up the getting through Light World again first. And buy some potions as well. That's Desert done for Tilana. And getting a heart, no silvers, but Qirn even buying a shield.
And Qirn does not have that many bombs here at Ice Palace.
Yeah, it's we saw the same happening earlier for Talana as well with the bombs. There is a shop that you can just go into right on the light world of Ice Palace. You could buy it as a bunny as well, so it wouldn't really stop Qirn from buying them. You can buy the bomb upgrades. It's hard mode, so it would cost 200 rupees, but I think getting like 15 bombs from that would be pretty nice at this point.
Yeah. And you're probably thinking, oh, you can just get to 30 bombs and 70 arrows. No, you cannot. Something my Kokon Walter forgot to mention about those shops is that in addition to costing double, half of the upgrades are not even available to purchase.
So into Meyer we go here. See if I don't remember exactly where the big key was, but we might see him just, if it was fairly early, just head to the back straight away. Oh, there's a cave. That's one chest that Qirn never got in Meyer.
Yeah. And that one is also invincibility locked as well, so they expect you to have the Canis Verna for that.
I think you're allowed to take damage, because they only count that in one hit KO mode, since a version or two back, I think.
Yeah, maybe. I will admit some of the.
It does put the flippers in logic though that we got on Laser Bridge.
Yeah, so.
Or I guess, yeah, it does.
And that's our other item. So Thalane knows to just find the key and go.
Yep, seems good. Was that another boots hint?
Yes.
Better not screw this bomb jump up. You only have one bomb. There we go. Nice.
Alright, so it's time for Thalane to enter Vitreous.
Yeah, and after this, it's only I pass left before Ganon's tower.
Yeah.
And might even find the silver arrows in Ganon's tower. There might be a lot of chests to check there before you even get the big key.
Yeah, this scene's been relatively quick. A lot faster than the other one.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or
the big roadblock was basically the really hard fights that was forced super early.
Yeah. It's looking like it'll be about the same time overall between the first seed and this seed. But this feels like it's been faster at the very least. And actually, Thalane knows that it's in Ganon's tower. He's not gonna go. He's gonna go mode ice. Because if you recall, we already found all 3 items in there.
So we see the same arrow strats here, but switching to the hammer now that we don't have so many arrows left, so we can save some for the last big Vitreous eyes.
Yeah.
And have to be a little bit careful though, to have unlimited health to play with here.
Yeah, I think he did buy a potion.
Yeah, looks like I have a red potion, so that's a pretty nice safety to have.
Yeah. Only his son aren't. Ooh, the lightning gets him. So for those of you who are unaware, this lightning attack, whenever you see it, it is decided on the frame. It is truly random.
That's another crystal. It's 6 crystals with Thalane, and it's really only going straight to coaster left. And well, we will need the silvers, but
yeah,
we're on a pretty good path to get them, I think.
Yeah, and in inverted mode, it's not too bad if the silvers end up being against tower, because that means they're just right outside the hole. It works.
Yeah, it's really fast to get back there.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if Thalane's just gonna go assume go mode at this point. Check the hint for silvers, leave the fight, and then go look for them.
Yeah, another option could be as soon as you get the big key, you head up in Ganon's tower. And if you don't get it in the gauntlet, you could just head back into Ganon's tower again. Because you're going to be dropped outside of Ganon's tower anyways.
Yeah.
That's assuming the silvers are in Ganon's tower, that is.
Yeah, I would check the guaranteed hint, because if you die, save and continue, you're just on top of it anyway. So, yeah, if I were Thalane right now in this sort of situation, I would go over the tower as best I can, see what the hint is, and then deliberately die it again, because in the off chance that it says in my tower, because that'll put me right on top in front of the door to Ganon's tower again, because of the inverted mode. And someone was asking, is Pet dead? Technically, no. Pet is still could have the silver arrow.
Yeah, that would be a pretty terrible spot to have them, seeing as we have no idea where Ice Rod is.
We could check the pedestal though with the book. It's not something we often do, but it's something we could do. Alright. Cold stare down for Qirn. But he is significantly behind right now.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Pickett says no. No shield. So the shield that Qirn purchased is no longer in his possession.
And it looks like we're heading up to Eastern, potentially here.
Yeah, Qirn?
That's not going to be very helpful, unless the Swordless is here, that is.
Qirn's been able to do quite a lot of work without that Moon Pearl, but I don't know. It's
Finally
starting...
got that green pendant check. On bonking to open up the door, but that also means he lost the Super Bunny, so it's gonna have to reset that.
Alright. One down. Not much in back to the house closet.
Definitely a lot safer fight here than last time we saw a cold stare. And really well played fight here. So that's 7 crystals now. Thalane, and it's gonna head to Ganon's tower most certainly.
Yeah, so once again folks, it's time for that big key guessing game we all know and love. Get your guesses in chat. 1 through 22 where you think the big key is going to be, and we actually do have a bot to play this game. It's open to everyone, and the more people that are playing, the more points you will win, as we will have a leaderboard. And once again, it's open to everyone. Just give us an everyone tell us what chest you think the Ganon's Tower big key will be. I've already said my guess, so I'll say it now. I think it's going to be an early big key 5 time.
Guess it's gonna be 5 then. Since it was 6 last time.
6 in the exact chest I called, too. But what is your guess, Walter?
I just put 17 again, hoping for redemption, I guess.
Well, there's the magic powders. Item number 1. Item number 2 is bombs.
As Qirn grabbing the hook shots, are probably gonna hit the swamp.
And goodbye, Bob. Item number 3 is a small key. Okay, actually, I have a minor story about Bob here. I was trying out Randomizer the other day, and apparently that Bob sort of trickery messes with Stalfos Knights as well.
Yeah, I can. A lot of weird visual things can happen in Randomizer. You can find Bob in the desert as well if you haven't gotten the item from the torch, for example.
Oh my goodness, it was
There
6
you
Bob
go.
seeds. Are you sick? No, that was 7. That was 7 this time.
Yeah. And looks like we're gonna keep searching against her for the silvers. So we
Makes
might
sense to
be
me.
full clearing the basement and then go up.
Yeah, Thalane also needs arrows for the red mimic, so who won the big key guessing game? Let's find out.
Oh,
And
right, yeah, I told him
was-
it's the arrow count.
And our winner today was Blaine. Guess 7. 25 points to you, sir. Let's go ahead and throw those to the leaderboard, shall we? And that puts Blaine in, it looks to be 3rd place on the leaderboard.
Ah, GG's. Sniping Rune Zephyrus from the right guess last time.
Yeah. Bombs. Heart piece, 5 rupees. And 5 rupees. Blaine is desperately searching for the silver arrows.
Yeah, and you mentioned that he needs to get arrows anyways, so he's gonna get them soon, but since they already went all the way back here, might as well take care, or actually, let me take that back, because if you go into the Ice Armor's fight, you're basically gonna lose all those arrows again, so probably not gonna do that.
Yeah. There are some arrows above Bob, though, you can grab.
Yeah, there's at the very least 10 more arrows before the Ice Armor's fight, but you would need, what, 18 to beat Ice Armor's, so that would be all of the arrows you have. So yeah, if we don't get them here in the gauntlet, we're probably just checking the hint from Ganon.
Yeah. Nice drop there as well. Getting some extra arrows. Tried to snipe the crystal switch, didn't get it. And someone is asking another good question, Chad. Do I want Pet to be the silver arrow? Honestly, no. I actually don't know where I want the silver arrows to be. At this point, the alien's gonna eventually find them.
I want the silver arrows to be somewhere you can get them without them in Pro. Because I think Qirn earned that at this point.
Yeah, Qirn has definitely earned it at this point. He's now in an item go mode as well. And in case anyone is remembering where Pearl is, Pearl was in Turtle Rock in the fire rod chests.
Yeah, and Qirn has checked everything in Turtle Rock except for that chest. Or those 2 chests. And Trinex, for obvious reason.
Yeah, for all we know, our ice rod could be in here, and Trinex could have our silvers. And I kind of like the ice physics in this game because you can get some crazy fast acceleration.
Yeah, you can definitely manipulate it.
Alright, time for the Lamola's rematch. But yeah, at this point, I'm just gonna wait to see what where Ganon says they are. I'm gonna reserve judgment for that because there's just too many locations.
Yeah, for sure. There's still plenty of things.
I mean, they can literally be anywhere in the game.
For sure. Ooh, one heart left. I don't know if we have... Yeah, no potions. We're gonna have to be really careful at this point. Ooh, okay, that was really close.
Yeah, thankfully there's some potion. There's a heart here as well as some magic.
Yeah, it's a good thing we have that lamp, because we don't have a lot of magic at the moment going up there for the torch room.
Yeah, it's gonna stun these enemies instead. What Thalane wants to see is a random fairy drop, I think.
Yeah, that would be perfect right now. And the spike protecting the witch rope from the arrow.
Yeah, unfortunate that. Let's see, our stun price is only 5 rupees today. And Thalane is going to just remove these pots here and then quickly light all the torches here.
Yeah, don't have too many chances of doing this, so gotta make them count. There we go.
Well executed.
Get some full magic back in this room.
Yeah, we can get another couple of hearts here going forward.
And there's a small
Ooh.
cave. It's gonna use the powder here. Only gonna get 2 hearts though, but I think that's pretty welcome at this point.
Yeah, it gets another one from the pot as well. So able to survive, just barely.
Nicely done fight there. So it's gonna have 5 hearts after beating one. That's really good. There's bombs, so we don't have any silvers yet.
Well, if we get the silver arrows in my tower as a hint, that means they're in the big chest. Or in the right side.
Yeah, or Bob's torch, or behind armors.
No, not torch, because we already checked torch.
I mean, Bob's chest.
Yeah. So, regardless, if we get the hint for that, we'll have to come back in. Now, I have to be really careful here. The cave strats, or the net strats are not that easy. So we're getting a double.
Yeah, double is really nice. There's another double, really nicely done.
And Aga 2 is down. The pig is available. Does Thalane dive into the fight to check the hint that Ganon gives to where the silver arrows are? I'd say so at this point. And then it'll give you some time to go buy some potions and get some healing in general. And Thalane's just gonna die in the fight.
Yeah, taking a death, I think, just to refill your health real quick. And Qirn now picked up the flute, and I put him into the Super Bunny, so he gets into the back of the surge. So he's guaranteedly gonna have 7 crystals without the move roll.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the Ganon fight here. It is 12 hammer strikes per phase here in Swordless difficulty to advance through the Trident and the Fire Shield phases. The hammer's slow, it has less range. The hitbox is slightly improved, I think, on Ganon, and it has also been made to work on him. Other things to note is the seeded teleports are once again back for the ground pound phase. When we get to the darkness technique, Ganon will tell us the silver arrow's location. Then Swordless always has silver arrows, even on insane difficulty.
Ooh, took a hit there. He's gonna have to be careful now not to take one more, because that would be pretty much lethal at this point.
Oh! Spoke too soon. And if thalane can get through phases 2 and 3 to see phase 4, the darkness technique, you will have the hint for the silver arrows. And but if he attempts to do silverless, 24 hammer strikes in the 2-frame window Ganon has before he teleports away. While the lights are on. With the silvers, it's a different story. Keep the lights on, stun him with a hammer strike, and then 4 silver arrows. Ideally, you will want silver arrows whenever you're doing a silverless fight. When you're doing a fight against the Ganon Swordless. Great positioning here. Let's see if Thalane can capitalize on it.
Yeah, that's the perfect position to get, really.
Alright. We're in the ground stomp phase. He's gonna shoot these fire rats if we don't hit him fast enough. And then do the ground pound.
Oh, and he's gonna have to move. Okay, it was standing on the very first block that was gonna fall apart.
Yeah. Let's be careful. These bats spiral quite awkwardly. It can be kind of hard to get a hit in.
One more hit, and we will get the silver's hint.
Just gonna wait enough so you can hear the hint. Hyrule Castle!
Hyrule Castle, that's very convenient.
They are just outside. And unfortunately, that hint, and it means that they're in the Hyrule Castle dungeon, not on Uncle.
Wondered a little bit of a sword fight. Oh, I guess not really a sword fight, a hammer and a pike fight against that Redguard.
Yeah. Now the question is, does Thalane go ahead and go buy some red potions as well? Wouldn't hurt to have 1 or 2 for the fight. Certainly will help with the torch. So how early were these silver arrows?
Yeah, we could have gotten them right after beating Aga if we just did the dungeon revival here in the castle.
Yeah, Qirn could have been in a full Goma without Moon Pearl.
Yeah, I'm imagining at this point that Qirn will very much beat this seed without the Moon Pearl whatsoever, because this is definitely a location they can get to.
There's the 3rd bottle. And yeah, Thalane can easily get these silver arrows without the Moon Pearl by just doing the bunny revival inside Hyrule Castle. So these should be the silvers? No!
So we have to go into the back then.
Alright.
And that's 7 crystals for Qirn.
He somehow has done all of this without the Moon Pearl.
Yeah, he got 99 problems, but that Moon Pearl is for sure not one of them. So if we don't get a small key here, then we will have to go to the back the long way. Normally it would be the short way, because you just need to save and quit to Sanctuary, but we can't really do that in Verde, can we?
Didn't they already check those? Oh, the Smokey's right here.
Yeah, I guess not, because there's a small key, so...
Now, actually, I have to ask this because I'm legitimately curious. Does our uncle count as Hyrule Castle?
I'm not sure. But I don't think so, but don't take my word on it.
I think we're about to find out regardless.
We know what one chest in the uncle's tunnel was, and that was not silver, so it would have to be on the uncle itself.
Nope, there they are.
Oh, there they are.
Ladies and gentlemen, thalane now has the silver arrows and is going to fight Ganon. It's time for the fight to truly begin against the pig, and this time he is fully topped off on health.
Getting a nice start here on Ganon. See if he managed to get into...
He did.
phase 2 here, yep. Did still get some hits there by the fire bats, which is a little bit unfortunate, but did get in a lot of hits as well.
Unfortunately, Ganon. Yeah, unfortunately, Ganon still has his trident here.
Mm-hmm.
So thalane's gonna just sit back and wait for the shield to dissipate.
Ooh, yeah, it's gonna have to be careful now. One hit KO mode. Oh, and Qirn never got that hint about the pyramid, because he's gonna take this bomb to the pyramid of unknown mass.
Alright. Random teleports again. But at this point, thalane should be fine.
Yeah, the worst part is over, that's for sure. But it's still gonna have to be careful.
Wow! Suron was absolutely not worth it. It was a single and a 5-er. Alright. Phase 3 done with Ganon. Now it's time for phase 4. Quick teleport. Silvers are now enabled.
Switch to the silvers too, because you have to do that manually. This should be a double. So one more hit should do it.
Yeah, gonna need to wait a bit to light the torches. So here's the extra stun state. And as Qirn enters Ganon's tower, thalane has defeated Ganon. Once again, folks, get your G's in the chat. Thalane finishes this group L settings with an official placement now of 13 and 2. Get your GG's in chat as we get the official time here.
Yeah, GG Tilana did a really good 2 races here today.
Yes, his official time was 2 hours, 9 minutes, 8 seconds.
And I'd say Qirn has done a really fantastic race here as well.
And we are joined by thalane. GG's to you, sir. Winning not one, but both of these races here. And there was a little bit of deja vu with this race. Did you notice that at the start?
Yeah, and I don't know if I would call that GG. I'm pretty annoyed.
Well, it was forced Aga to get the fire rod out of Misery Meyer's shed.
Yeah, and then go back to Tiro, and I think we had like a similar situation last seed.
Yeah, that's why I said it was deja vu, because it essentially was the same scenario in both races.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but both seeds definitely not something you want to play like more than once, in my opinion. These were like super gross. It's kind of the same like yesterday night in the race I played. So I'm really getting haunted by super bad seeds lately.
Yes. So with this, you have sent Qirn to 7 and 6. And as a result, I do believe you have locked Bing Duncan as the number 2 spot of your group.
I think it's up to his match tomorrow. Like the worst outcome for Dunker at this point would be a tiebreaker against Qirn, if both end up winning all their remaining races.
On my Irish.
Oh no, actually not. If Dunker loses tomorrow and Qirn wins all of his races, then it's a tiebreaker.
Yes. So could still happen, but it's looking like Duncan will be locked in. But yeah, you, of course, you're definitely locked in. 13 and 2 overall in your group. You're guaranteed to sit on the brackets. That has to feel good.
Yeah, I mean, after these 2 races especially, I don't feel like I deserve that, but I take it.
Yeah, so walk us through the seed. Anything that kind of stood out to you?
I'm just maybe for that game 1, I was just very sad because it was just that ether medallion for like what, an hour missing. Like I had everything else like super early, and then I was in Hera, and then I got the hint about that unique item in Swamp. So I was like, okay, that might be it, because I only had like 4 items that I have not seen yet, I think. And not following the hint would have been not smart.
Yeah.
I definitely should have done the basement and maybe like Spy Cave before going.
Yeah, you both got baited by that hint to go back into left side swamp, and it made both of you last location the ether because of it.
I mean, it was so easy to do because you were only missing 1 item, and there was a hint like a unique item on left side swamp, and you skipped it earlier. And like, what if your opponent did it like right off the bat? And you were behind like the entire seed.
Yeah, and it takes such a long time to go back up to Hera and invert it as well.
Yeah. So I guess I was just super lucky that Qirn did the same. Yeah. Like took the same bait that I did.
Yeah, you're probably... So if you could swap the seeding of these 2 seeds, but have the rules stay where they were, would you have done so? Because I believe you would have gotten a tempered sword within the first 15 minutes on this seed, if it was not for Swordless.
Yeah, that's true. I felt bullied by the game when I found all these 20 rupee drops, or like 20 rupee thingies that were originally swords. But yeah, and then this seed, I mean, obviously was kind of rough because you had to go for like green mail 3 and 4 hearts for like a long time. But I think most of the deaths that I had were on me and not like the seed being super hard or something. I mean, you kind of know what's coming when this mode is on, right?
Yeah.
And I think the only death that was not 100% my fault maybe was Coast there. Because I went like super safe, bottom left corner, and then the icicle dropped down on me, and then I got cornered by both of them, so no matter where I went, I would have been dead anyway. So that was, kind of unfair, but it's okay.
So are you seeing what Qirn is doing to us on the restream here?
Excuse me?
Qirn here is on the Moldor floor right now of Ganon's Tower, and he has never picked up his Moon Pearl.
Yeah, I've heard about that. That's like, honestly, I was so done after like the first 40 minutes with the seed. I was considering to just forfeit, and I probably would have if that race didn't have consequences on like the group standing. So I kept playing. But But I can see other people just like giving up and doing fun stuff like Qirn does.
Yeah. Overall, for what this was, kind of rocky couple seeds here, but playing them back to back, having the tenacity to not get too tilted that you forfeit, speaks volumes. It really does.
Yeah, I had that 10-second break in Ice Palace where I just stood there and like thought over everything that I like, all my life decisions. Then decided to keep going and see what happens. Because I mean, chances are if I'm gonna die like 5 times, my opponent will die as well. So
yeah,
never give up, I guess.
Yeah, this second seed was just absolutely brutal in terms of its early game because of the 3-heart blind, the 3-heart Hellstar King, and also the 3-heart Aga 1 that was forced on you. He actually has not done Aga 1 either, I don't think. So Qirn is now defeated Aga 2 and we'll be heading to Ganon. I have no more questions for you, Thalane, so any final thoughts on the seed before we let you go and enjoy the rest of your evening?
I just hope every seed in the bracket stage will be just a little bit friendlier. That's all I ask for, and yeah, thank you guys so much for almost 5 hours, I think, of commentary, tracking, restreaming, like watching me die over and over, or us die. I don't know. Not sure how well Qirn did on that, but
it's definitely been 2 really interesting, like entertaining, and not only that, but also like you might not feel too well about it, but it's been some pretty impressive performance as well, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's easy to point out the bad things. So for most part, it went okay, I guess. Yeah. It was just all these deaths to all the bosses, kind of, and the T-Rock fiesta in this seat.
So there's something that just crossed my mind here. You are, of course, pretty much locked in to go to the bracket stage. And with the bracket stage comes the new difficulty selection for your C choices. Expert mode. Does that weigh on your mind at all?
No. I think you would get used to it. Like, just play a couple of seeds with that for like practice, and then see how that goes.
So Qirn is fighting Ganon completely invisible.
Yeah, that's part of the stored glitch that they did here. So we'll see. Soon enough, he's gonna find out where the Silvers is, and it was a very convenient place. Both of you here in this race to have the Silvers, right?
And it looks like the bats aren't even hurting him. This is kind of impressive.
Yeah, better not fall off the edge by mistake, though. No, it's fine to fall off.
Yeah. Gonna go ahead and take the information of the hint and go into the castle. Qirn showing us some good stuff here.
Yeah, this is gonna be the last death warp he has to take, or last dungeon revival, I guess. This has been a really impressive display of how you can break the game without having the moon pearl inverted. Definitely, I think, gives some new opportunities to do so.
Yes, and
but I know that Qirn has beaten like an open seed without the moon pearl as well, so it's definitely possible.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, while we're waiting here, we do have one match still available for you guys for your viewing pleasure. That is Someone 325 versus Swerve. That went off in about half an hour ago. And it is Ganon open, randomized, hard difficulty, key sanity. Ooh. Good stuff there, good stuff.
Yeah. And if we, I don't think we know if we mentioned this before, but if you enjoy both our runners we've seen here today, definitely give them a follow. They play a lot of Link to the Past Randomizer, and I believe they play other things as well. They have definitely done an impressive display, both in execution and in terms of game knowledge, that's for sure.
Yeah, the group stages are winding down here, folks. So we've only got maybe another week or two of these matches. So make sure to stay tuned to the schedule here and keep your eyes open for any matches you might be interested in, because people are starting to get locked in. We just had one of them pretty much cinched tonight. And now we're going to wait for more results later. While you're waiting as well, give our tracker, their Magic Jade 47 a follow, as well as our Reacher and Michael K. And of course our two runners especially, so. And also my co-commentator Waffle to the fourth Earth as well.
Yeah, and you as well, I think. So we're gonna get the vanilla small key again and head back to get the silvers. Like, Qirn is gonna have a pretty good time seeing with all the things that happen and all the extra time. I think in the end would have been a lot faster for Qirn to just grab the moon pearl, but that would not have been as fun, right? I think even though Qirn will get a loss from this one, I think he probably enjoyed this one quite a lot anyways.
Oh yeah, he basically put on a show for us, and if this ends up being his last performances of the tournament, he's going out in style. I will give him that much. I will give him mad props for going out in style like this.
So back into Ganon's heart, set up that stored bunny state so he can fight Ganon. We're gonna have some interesting questions for Qirn when he comes in here, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
So I believe he needs to be hit by the bunny beam, and then, well, that's part of the setup at the very least.
Yeah, just got hit by the bunny beam and leave.
And there we go. He used his items again. And it's not every day you see someone invisible fight Ganon. I guess it kind of is, because we have a cape, but this is a different kind of invisible.
Yeah, there is an invisible sprite.
Yeah, but even they have like shadows.
Yeah, they still have shadows. And it looks like Qirn is 100% intangible during this fight. He is not taking any damage from any of Ganon's attacks. I guess it's a nice blessing in disguise for what he is doing.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to be a little bit careful here. With all the edges, we see him hammering a little bit extra, probably to find his exact position.
There's an Iroh Castle.
Nice, he got the hit in there. Oh, I missed the slowers though. Yeah, hammering as well, making sure he's not too close to the edge. You're gonna have to think about his magic as well. That's one hit in. You got this, Qirn. That's 2 out of 4.
Yeah, he is 100% immune. That fire rat should have hit him.
Yeah. Oh, I think he missed that one, yeah. I missed that one too. Come on. You don't have too much magic to play around with here. He might go for it. Yeah, the lantern here. Oh no, he missed that. Oh my god, no. It's gonna be rough to get in 2 shots here. Oh, especially now. Yeah, that's it. If he doesn't have a potion.
No potion. Oh,
he's
man.
Gonna have to leave.
He's gonna have to even reset up his glitch as well.
Yeah, probably gonna get like 2 potions to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
And real quick in regards to the schedule, folks, we do have a couple more matches for you scheduled, or hope on the schedule here that we could get restreamed if we have crews. So please do stay tuned to that. There will, if we can get a full crew together, it'll be one at 8:30 and one at 9:30, respectively. Buying some blue potion.
Yeah, making sure to use them as well to have full magic before he buys new potions again. Not sure why buying a shield though. Maybe when he's invisible against Ganon, maybe the shield still shows. Because if that's the case, that would be a pretty nice way to guide yourself.
Or maybe
But he did buy a shield earlier as well, so definitely gonna have to ask him about that one.
Maybe he's just buying the shield to just for the sake of buying it.
Yeah, maybe. But he did like buy one on purpose earlier too.
For those wondering what races we are potentially trying to add, it is Zyrak versus Stu 14 and Ultima versus Glenn. If we can get a restream for those, we'll let you know, but stay tuned in case we... those are not scheduled currently to be restreamed, but if we can get the crew together, they might. So stay tuned to A Link to the Past Randomizer's schedule for... in case we get that updated for you.
It's gonna be a lot of death warps in total in the seed. Combined with also, unfortunately, some real deaths because of the early game was brutal, really, in the seed.
It really was, yeah.
Okay, so here we go again. This is it for all the glory. So definitely not a visible shield. Which doesn't really surprise me, because it would kind of be weird if the shield was the only thing visible. Getting a lot of hits in though, like you don't really like the first two phases. Fighting Ganon this way seems a lot easier. I guess it's really the last two that becomes a little bit more a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
Especially with like limited resources and such. Does have 22 arrows, so should not be able to worry about that, and almost 2 full magic bars in total. Getting the torch glitch would also be pretty nice, I think.
Yeah, might go for it if he's in position.
Looks like it. Yeah, got the torch glitch. That's really good. Oh, this could potentially even get a double here. Oh, I got a single, so that's good.
Yeah, if he wouldn't shut him down. If he shot him on the side, it would have definitely been a double.
Yeah, it's hard to see almost from which side it was going to shoot because of the lack of seeing a sprite on screen. Oh, missed that one. Oh, but did got another shot in though.
Yeah, I got a makeup shot in. That hair looks pretty close to the edge.
Yeah. Okay, got him stunned. And that's the third hit. One more. You can do it, Qirn, I believe. Ironically enough, this time around, you would have had enough magic, most certainly. Even though he had the potions. There we go. Ganon is dead.
Yep, get your GGs in chat for Qirn.
Massive GGs for sure. That was a really impressive display. Who needs a moon pearl anyways, right?
Yes, his official time was second place with a time of 2 hours, 33 minutes, and 44 seconds. We'll see if he wants to come in here. We'll see if...
Yeah, he's gonna join us shortly, it seems like. And then we're joined by Qirn. GG's. This was 2 pretty interesting seeds, right?
Yeah.
So you did not care about the spoon pearl at all in this second seed, and you told us something new. I did not know you were intangible if you actually did that super money storage that you did during the Ganon fight. That was actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, you're invincible in that state until you screen transition or you bonk, or there's a couple of other things that can cancel it, which is why I wasn't dashing so that I could see. But that, yeah, and then you're also invisible until you go up or downstairs or fall down pits, or I don't remember all the conditions. Sometimes on a screen transition it will change.
Yeah. So both of your seeds tonight were kind of a little bit of deja vu in the way. Because it was Forced Aga, which you skipped. And then the Fire Up was actually, I think, in the exact same chest in Misery Mire Shed.
Oh, really? Was it?
Yeah. And then the Fire Rod was required to get your Moon Pearl. In the case of the second seed, it was actually in Turtle Rock in the Firelock chests in the upper floors.
Yeah, I was thinking the Moon Pearl is either in Mire, in that chest I decided not to get to because I just kept dying on the spikes, or it was on Bottle Merchant, which I didn't grab because I might need that. Because it puts you into Super Bunny, so if I wanted to finish the game Moon Pearlless, and it didn't have the Moon Pearl, then there would be a ton of items I wouldn't be able to grab anymore by doing that.
Yeah. And
so I didn't even think about the Turtle Rock though, that last chest there, or last chests because of Fire Rod access.
Yeah, and you may have lost this race against thalane, but you're the MVP of this race. You put on an excellent showcase here of how to play the game by not even caring about the Moon Pearl. Just wow.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm bummed to lose, of course, but I'm happy that I got to do this. This is my favorite stuff. I haven't had like I daydream about all these kinds of skips, and I don't think I've ever really had them come up in a race like they've come up in these last two. And no doubt, it probably hurt me. Actually, there is some doubt. It might not have hurt me, the fact that I missed the Moon Pearl. If I had routed maybe a bit better, it could have not hurt me. But all the the deaths I had to take and the dungeon bunny revivals, overworld bunny revivals, all the setups did take time, but they also allowed me to skip a ton of locations. Like I didn't clear any of CAC, and I don't know. So it's hard to say. I think I lost because of all the boss deaths, which I heard thalane also had some trouble as well.
Yeah. Just impressed. I'm still just shocked at how someone could route the sea without the Moon Pearl. It's just insane. Well played, you. You've definitely earned my respect here. If you haven't already before.
Yeah.
You're still not out of the tournament. You still have to. There is a situation you can force a tiebreaker with the second place runner, Big Dunka, but it's unfortunately a must-win scenario for you from here on out to just even attempt to force that tie. And it's even then, it's based on what he does in his race tomorrow. Or next time. Is it tomorrow?
Monday, I think.
Monday.
I can't remember. Yeah, so Big Dunka would have to lose his final match, and then I'd have to win my last two as well. Which is, I guess it's possible, but yeah, I was really hoping for at least one win today.
Yeah. Which, actually, it could have happened in that first game.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna check the tile room, like I was not gonna skip anything else, but then that hint just brought me back to Swamp Palace, and I think that cost me the race. But I heard thalane.
Yeah, you both ended up doing the same play there, and you both ended up last locationing the Ether because of it.
Yeah, that could have been the turning point right there. Other than that, this seed was just... I couldn't even begin. It was just really impressive overall. So yeah. Definitely GG to you, sir. And GG's the thalane who won both of our races here tonight in this doubleheader.
Yeah. Oh, I have a question about the first race, by the way. So when you set up like the overworld becoming Link, basically in the first race, how much do you wish that you kind of just checked or at least opened up Minimolder Cave there?
Oh
which
god.
Had boots which could have given you the bug net to keep glitching.
So bad. I wish so bad. I thought about it, and I can't remember exactly why I didn't, but I decided not to. Oh, I remember. It's because I needed it in order to check Sahasrah's closet. I needed that overall bunny revival state, and I could only use it once. I only had one fairy in a bottle. So I was gonna head to Eastern anyway, and I thought about just opening up Mini Moldorm Cave because it is possible to finish Mini Moldorm Cave as Super Bunny as long as you have the Master Sword. You can use your sword beams, but I didn't have Master Sword at the time. So I was like, I had to decide. And if the funny thing is if I had gotten the boots, if I had the boots at that time, then it would have been possible for me to clear Sahashal's Closet with just a Super Bunny.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Any final thoughts on this before we call it here? Because this has been quite the gauntlet. I'm sure you want to go and get some rest.
Yeah, thanks for sticking it out, you guys. Nope, I'm just super happy that you know, if this is how I do go out, if these are the games that decide my tournament future, then I'm very happy that I got to do some crazy.
Yes. So yes, once again, folks, GG to Qirn and GG to Thing. Make sure to give both these a follow for putting on such an excellent G-game series for us here tonight. While you're at it, make sure to give my co-commentator Walter, our tracker for both of our races, Demons Druid and Magic Day 847, a follow for both races once again. And of course, our researcher Michael K for bringing us the show here tonight. We got nothing else for you here except for, once again, someone in Swerve on A Link to the Past Randomizer 1. But from all of us here at A Link to the Past Randomizer, I have been WolfLink0370, and we will see you all next time, and thank you for watching. Have a good night, everyone.